All right, let's go over shopping carts. I want to reiterate my stance on the WordPress platform. Since I began my first e-commerce company in 2008, I have since changed my shopping cart almost 4 times, if not more, from OS Commerce to BigCommerce to Magento, WP Commerce, and more. I have finally found the most effective and free shopping cart. I currently use WordPress along with WooCommerce as my shopping carts and platforms for all of my e-commerce websites. WordPress is an open source platform which creates versatility to allow developers to create thousands, if not hundreds of thousands of plugins, themes, and more. I do want to disclose that these are my own opinions and I am not receiving any compensation from WordPress, WooCommerce, or any plugins, themes, features I will be going over, nor do I have any business relationship with any company. Free versus paid. I've created the pros and cons with WordPress WooCommerce versus the rest of the industry. As you can see, the main differences are between what you pay for and what you use. WordPress, in my opinion, is the easiest, free, and most expandable platform to date. Compared to Magento, BigCommerce, and the rest, I'm not saying that those are bad choices. I'm saying I have experienced them firsthand as a developer and a store owner. As you can see, WordPress is absolutely free for life. There's no license fee to use. It's 100% open source. There's thousands of plugins, thousands of templates, and of course it is the #1 open source web platform. If you used any of these other stores, you'll probably notice that most have monthly fees, bandwidth limits, product limits, limited functionality, limited templates, and often capped storage amounts. In a recent poll, there were 4 platforms that stood head and shoulders above the rest. Of course, WooCommerce, WordPress made up almost half of the votes with 50%, while OpenCart and Magento had an equal share of about 12% and PrestaShop with about 8%. Next in line were those who preferred to build their own websites from scratch. This next slide distinguishes the developers from non-developers and which platform they prefer. As you can see, developers prefer WordPress and WooCommerce. It is important to know that once developers jump on this platform, the expansion and future features, products, and themes down the road are going to be that much better. With non-developers, we see a similar correlation. As you can see, about 50% make up WordPress and WooCommerce. Now we compare this survey to the rest of the world. This survey was done earlier this year on the top 1 million. WordPress is obviously nowhere to be seen. It seems to be a small subsection of other, accounting for about 10%. Magento is obviously huge. However, you will need to take into account that these are the top 1 million stores, and most have been around for a while and have reached the threshold in their business. I'm not saying not to use Magento or Shopify. Go ahead if you prefer. I'm just saying that most of you are either in the beginning phases of your stores, currently already have a store. So to compare this to the top 1 million isn't even comparing apples to apples. Shopping cart resources for themes. I've included a PDF within this lecture on resources to use for your store. The first bit of resources is themes. You are not limited to just Woo themes, as you may or may not have known. There are reputable third-party websites such as ThemeForest who offer stylish templates for your store. This is because WooCommerce is built on the flexibility that you can easily copy files directly to your theme or even integrate many hooks and filters that they use. However, I do recommend you check into the release frequency and ensuring that the developer is compliant with WooCommerce along with support for the theme. Here's a quick overview of an additional plugins and where to find them. A lot of plugins are available in WooCommerce. I'll go into detail later on which plugins I use and why I use them. I've learned this from trial and error and hope to create a streamlined process for your setup.